Tonight on Evening.
Well, this is the taste of Lumen.
We give you an inside look at the Seahawks' 50th season's Game Day Bites.
I'm St. Brian in the South Sound with the story of a magical photography studio where Christmas comes alive.
Plus, let's just say it's a special time of the year for elk.
Welcome to Evening. I am Chris Cashman. We are at Northwest Harvest and their Soto Community Market. This is a wonderful resource that serves so many people. In fact, Northwest Harvest as an organization serves an average of 2 million meals to families across our state every single month. It is not marketing to say your support is needed more than ever.
This is a time when a lot of our neighbors are experiencing hunger. This is a time where resources are limited and the need is growing exponentially. We work with over 350 partners across the state, so we have a food bank in every single county that we're serving, and those food banks are seeing numbers increase every single day. The Soto Community Market is our free grocery store model, so we believe that food is a human right, and that if you need food, you can come down to the Soto Community Market, no questions asked. You'll be greeted by a volunteer, you'll shop like you're in a normal grocery store, the volunteers will bag your food, and off you'll go.
Please do consider donating some of your time or money to Northwest Harvest. We've got info on our website, king5evening.com. Meanwhile, ready or not, the Seahawks' 50th season is already underway, and there is a great opportunity for you to relive some of the magic, some of the heritage of the team in a special exhibit over at Mopop. Jose was there. He was hanging out with our quarterback. He took us to a Super Bowl when the exhibit opened.
The first quarterback to get the Seattle Seahawks to the Super Bowl, it's a pretty humble guy.
What player in your team you think, maybe he got too much credit?
What player on our team got too much credit? Probably me.
Matt Hasselbeck celebrated with hundreds of 12s and some fellow Seattle Seahawks. That's Steve Largent and Jim Sorn on his Instagram. At Mopop in Seattle during the NFL Draft to kick off the exhibit Seahawks 50, a legacy in blue and green.
We are celebrating 50 seasons of the Seattle Seahawks, a beacon of the community here at Mopop. So we have some of these jerseys that go from the way back. We have pop-ups around the museum.
It all brings back a lot of memories for Hasselbeck.
Did the Seahawks change you as a player?
Yeah, this is an incredible place for us to come back to because this is where I grew up. I mean, this is really where I grew up. Learned how to be a father, a husband, an NFL quarterback. It's so cool. I mean, I got here early today and the line was like just out the door, down the street, down Fifth Avenue. A lot of jerseys, a lot of excitement, and there's not even a game going on. So I just think probably one of the most special things about the Seahawks in general is the 12s and is the spirit of the fan base here. It's unique, and I've seen a lot of different fan bases. This is special.
What do you miss the most?
I think for me, there's this song, Bittersweet Symphony intro, that they would play when we would come out of the tunnel. And I can't to this day hear that intro, that song, without getting goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps right now.
And if this 12s could give the Seahawks a 50th birthday gift, it will be one thing.
That we win the Super Bowl.
No matter what the future brings for our Seattle Seahawks, we all have been part of the team for half of a century.
We're proud to celebrate that because that's what brings us all together here, is the fandom of the Seattle Seahawks.
50-year season ticket holders, go Hawks!
Go Hawks, thank you. Woo, go Hawks!
It's one of my favorite things to say. Go Hawks.
Seahawks 50, a legacy in blue and green on display now through January 1st. Don't miss it. Meanwhile, as we mentioned, the 50th season is underway. What's on the menu? Local Lens has a preview of the 50th season eats.
We're here at the Taste of Lumen Field, and it's going to be a fun
Sunday.
That's right, because it's a celebration of the 50th year, so I'm gonna assume this menu is one of a kind.
Let's go and eat.
We have some great things from local restaurants in the neighborhood. We have chunchun, which is a Korean corn dog, and a mochi nut donut. We have Lumen Cafe, which is also a partner now, and they are in Soto. What they do is a chocolate Dubai strawberries and these beautiful like waffle desserts. So that's two new like to the neighborhood kind of things that we're doing here in the stadium, plus all of the cool things that we're doing with the local legends, right? So Big Walt, Walter Jones. We have some new flavors of his chicken tenders in. We're doing a flaming hot chicken tenders. And then we also now have Cam Chancellor. He is doing Legion here, so his restaurant, like in Bellevue, is now in our club experience. So now you can get the catfish with cornbread and hot honey. And then, of course, the Bam Bam Smash Burger, which is absolutely delicious. So you come here, you can eat around the entire neighborhood in one spot. So it's this melting pot of different cuisines and cultures, and everybody gets a taste of that.
I have found my 3 favorite things at the Taste of Lumen. This one is Dubai chocolate with some strawberries, Korean corn dog, delicious. It looks like some potatoes in there. And then this one down here is a flaming hot Cheetos chicken tender situation. Whoa, we're gonna save that for last. If you like heat, this is it. So good.
I'm just gonna go with what the chef told me was good, and he said a smash burger and of course catfish from Legion. So let me try this one first because it looks slightly less spicy. All right, let's go with the catfish. 10 out of 10.
The energy, I think, is contagious. And I think the most important thing, and I remember when I got this job, was the culture and the vibe was everyone has the same experience. Whether you're in the club seats, you're in the suites, you're on upper, you're on field, everyone is valued, everyone gets the same experience. I'm very hungry. We got lots of food for you.
Yum, all those bites and no goodie bag? What happened? All right, we'll let it slide. The Hawks will be back at home before you know it, September 21st as they host the New Orleans Saints. Bring your appetite.
Still to come on evening, it's the most wonderful time of the year. Any time of the year when a little Christmas magic is thrown in.
We decided to do things a little bit differently.
And later, how street art is shining a light on Seattle's untold stories.
Wow!
Local stories make a difference.
That's good.
With the power to enrich lives, strengthen communities, and make us smile. Evening is made possible by Primera Blue Cross. Primera Blue Cross, always in your corner.
And welcome back to Evening. We are south of downtown at the Soto Community Market from Northwest Harvest, where some fine volunteers like Suzanne and Sarah are packing and prepping for hungry families in need. We need some more community heroes like you. Consider volunteering. We've got information for you right there on our website. Meanwhile, time marches forward. You can tell by my vest. The weather is changing. The non-denominational winter holidays will be here before you know it. If you'd like to prep for the holidays early, Saint has a story for you.
Hey, I know officially it's still summer. Halloween is still 7 weeks away. But at a photography studio in Federal Way, it's already Christmas.
While most families are still enjoying summer days at the beach, the Engelmans are here to celebrate an entirely different time of the year.
Coming in, it's kind of like, what are we doing? But then once you immediately come into this studio, it transports you to Christmas morning.
This is Brice Knudsen Alatar's studio, where it can be Christmas any time of the year.
Chris, if you could scoot in just a teeny bit closer to Amelia, all right, and then go ahead and put that thumb in your pocket. We're trying to give people a jump start on their holidays. We want people to be able to have their Christmas images in the hands of the ones that they love so that you can actually relax and enjoy the most wonderful time of the year.
Family portraits are one thing, but adding a certain jolly old elf to the mix can be tricky, especially for young children.
We talk to our kids about strangers, and then the next day we're asking them to sit on a stranger's lap and pose really nicely for the camera. Never seems to work out. So we decided to do things a little bit differently.
So, how exactly does Brees come up with images like these?
Amelia, you gotta pretend that I'm Santa Claus, okay?
Brees gets a loved one like mom or dad to act as a Santa stand-in through a series of photos. Yay! Amelia may have been painting a nutcracker with one of her parents, but with a little magic, she's now entertaining St. Nick. This is 18-month-old Finn. Too young to follow stage direction, but with his mom nearby, he's in good spirits.
Boink, boink, boink.
After the shoot, Brees and Finn's mom go over the images.
What we're looking for is these beautiful little expressions like that one right there.
Oh, I love that one. As soon as we have all those images put together, we put Santa in with a little Christmas magic, and then nobody's the wiser. You know, it just looks like your timeless classic picture with Santa.
The same trick works with dogs. The result, a timeless keepsake in storybook form. A magical moment with Santa captured on film on a summer day.
And just being able to see that and have a picture of that forever just makes us so happy.
Thank you, Sate. Brees has a special sale going on right now just for evening viewers. We've got a special link on our website, king5evening.com. We don't do that for just everybody. Don't let it go to your head. And happy early holidays. All right, now a prominent figure in Seattle's art scene is at it again, mostly known for his nature-inspired works. He's got a very different subject right now and something a lot of people would like to ignore. Jose has the story.
Every city is unique in many ways, and most of the time, street art can tell the story. Like culture, sports, and of course, the people that live in it.
Murals are different in the way that everyone sees it.
Local artist Basso Fibonacci has a passion for creating big art pieces.
I prefer painting murals because I wanted to feel like you could almost like walk into the scene.
Even though he faces the challenges of being on a wheelchair.
Since I'm disabled, I can't get high up on walls. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of challenges. Get the right colors. It's a cool looking plant. From a picture, you can only like see a flat surface, but when you're painting from life, you can look around and be like, oh, okay, the leaf is doing this, you know?
I visited Basso's studio, where I was delighted with many of his paintings. Some of them tell a story of Seattle that most of us want to forget.
It's about what's going on in the city, focusing on the subculture of drugs and homeless people.
They are an important part of our society.
Many times a society without a voice. So if we use art to bring a little spotlight to it, that might be a good thing.
Take a picture of this moment in time and talk about this moment in time, both colorful and beautiful and dynamic. I want people to experience it. I mean, I'm not trying to glorify drug use at all. My brother died from a lifetime of heroin use.
It's understandable that this type of art is not for everyone.
I know not everyone loves it. There are a lot of people that I think are probably like not feeling it.
But hopefully it starts a conversation.
I like to hear it. I like to know what people think, good or bad for sure.
The main idea is to create some type of awareness and compassion.
They're people, they have stories.
Whether you like it or not, is part of history of this city and a big reality of our streets.
I'm not making a statement necessarily.
I'm just trying to like humanize it. It's a good way to put it.
Thank you, Jose. You know, Basso says one of the mothers of one of the men he painted actually reached out to him and wanted to thank him. She said seeing her son in that painting helped her deal with some of the truly tough times. And you can support Basso by buying his new book, Seattle's Got the Blues, a book of paintings about the fentanyl crisis in Seattle. You can buy it at Arendelle Books. We've got a link to it on our website, king5evening.com.
Coming up, we find out what the rut is and why these elk are stuck in it.
So they're very vocal, they're very active, they're competitive.
And welcome back to Evening. I'm Chris Cashman. We are in Soto at the Soto Community Market, the pride and joy of Northwest Harvest, where they are waging a war against food insecurity and they need your help. Here's some perspective for you. These bananas just showed up today, this entire pallet, and they say these will be gone today. They service that many families in need. Consider volunteering. We've got a link for you there on our website. All right, what about a road trip? Let's head to Eatonville, home to Northwest Trek, where they're getting a little frisky. It is a special time of year for the elk. Here's Saints.
At Northwest Track, that's the sound of the fall rut, the friskiest time of the year.
The elk males are competing for females, so they're very vocal, they're very active, they're competitive. It's just an exciting time to see elk here at the park.
Dave Meadows is behind the wheel of an open-air Jeep with just this one lucky passenger. We're off on the elk bugling tour. And yes, we'll be keeping our distance.
These guys are wild animals, even though they're here at Northwest Trek. The vehicle is the safest way to experience seeing the rut, and it's safer for the animals as well.
There is a new king of the elk this season, and you're looking at him. 800 pounds of hormones staring us down.
We really have his attention.
He's just on alert because it's the peak of the rut.
What must he be thinking?
Technically, he's full of testosterone, so he probably doesn't have much going on in his mind but one thing. He's thinking about competing for females. He's thinking about who he's going to challenge or who's going to challenge him.
The newly dethroned male is 5 minutes away from the harem, nursing a minor leg injury and a badly bruised ego.
Or he could be just waiting for his time to jump in there.
The elk aren't the only ones getting frisky in the early days of fall.
The fall is breeding season for everybody out here.
Just because some of the animals appear to be sitting out the rut, don't let that fool you. Next spring, Northwest Trek will be welcoming a whole new set of babies.
Something going on every season.
This is the season the blood boils and tempers flare, at least until the animals at Northwest Trek get out of the rut.
Elk bugling tours get underway this weekend, run through the end of September. Reservations are, of course, required. Now, from bugling to Ballard, where the Canal, popular restaurant and event space for decades, then it closed, then revived by a local couple who know what starting over means.
Near the trestle, on the shoreline of the locks, sits a Ballard institution called the Canal.
Someone you know probably has been here.
And now this venerable venue is ready for you to visit their new patio. Meet the proprietors of the Canal.
She's definitely front of the house. I prefer to be in the kitchen.
Paul and Stephanie Staley. They also operate a catering company serving clients throughout Seattle. Sometimes it's hard for them to believe, given where they were back in 2008.
The recession hit hard, so we both lost our jobs, so we were bouncing around from Seattle to Portland to Spokane looking for anything, and we couldn't find anything, so we were pretty much homeless, living in our car.
They couldn't find jobs, so they decided to create their own by making confections.
Our first event was a craft fair where we did hand-painted truffles, and we actually had to make them in a hotel room the night before.
But their treats took off, and this is its new life. A hybrid space for private events, pop-ups, and food service. They are eager for guests to see the latest updates to this well-known community space, because living their dream is made even better by sharing it.
By helping others, you're helping yourself.
It's kind of like that old adage, if you enjoy what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. I mean, that's highly inaccurate, but it does make sense, because I would still rather have my hardest day here than a normal day in an office.
The Canal gave us an update. They are in need of some local support. If you're looking for a great spot for a venue, maybe a wedding, they're ready for you.
Up next, it's a sight to behold. One of the most popular beaches in Olympic National Park.
Now in our 40th season, Evening shares local stories that make our communities shine. Thanks to support from PEMCO Insurance. PEMCO empowers the Northwest to prevent the preventable. Learn how at PEMCO.com.
And welcome back to Evening, wrapping things up here at the Soto Community Market and Northwest Harvest, where they could use your support. Volunteers, donate your time, money, resources. We've got a link for you there at king5evening.com. We send you away now with some beautiful sights and sounds from one of the most popular beaches at Olympic National Park. Enjoy Claylock Beach. We'll see you next time.